Consciousness is a privilege, but it's also a reflection of the values of the system in which we reside in. And what I'm talking about here is specifically the aspect of consciousness called emotional intelligence, which reflects our built-on capacities to have a sense of self that has been derived from our own experiences and integration that made us realize what our true values and orientations are in life that have been combined with the conditioning that we have been given in our primary, secondary environment. Now, consciousness can be a tricky thing because on the individual level, it is hard to get to a state where we are fully aware of our conscious part of our psyche, because our psyche is mostly governed by the unconscious, subconscious part. And when we bring that to a more collective level, when we speak about the collective consciousness or unconsciousness, it gets even more chaotic. And our level of consciousness is directly reflected in our ways of seeing the world and seeing ourselves, more specifically in seeing the relation that we have with ourselves and with the world as safe or unsafe. And that governs our actions, our choices, and our relationships. Within a system that does not prioritize emotional intelligence and higher consciousness, those fall into the background, and what comes into play is the individual's orientation that is based on insecurity, the lack of safety, and threat. And the system that is built upon that kind of a consciousness is a chaotic system, is a toxic system that can only function in ways that are self-destructive and self-serving. So while consciousness can be a privilege and it is based on multiple factors that are determined by our environment and our conditions in which we were brought in, consciousness is also our personal responsibility. That means that we do take it upon ourselves to be in a world in a more aware way, which turns away from the orientation of insecurity and unsafe feelings about ourselves and others towards a more stable, secure view of the world and ourselves that is based on the trust and hope that we as people do have the capacity to choose regardless of our conditioning.